Hello and welcome to another edition of Metrofile right here on Channels Television. Well, I hope your week has been going well. If it has, good for you. If it hasn't, well, it's the weekend and I hope you'll find time to just relax. Let's begin by doing that for you on the program today. So hop on this ride with us and let's spend this 30 minutes of fun together. While you do, don't forget, watch out for flash photography. Once again, welcome to Metrofile. I'm Anne Nwawadu. We begin with movies. Let's check out sights and sounds from the premiere of the much-anticipated crime thriller, Gangs of Lagos. Well, this event had an interesting theme, the Owambe gangster. And trust Nigerians and entertainers, they definitely brought their creativity into this theme. Check it out.
Fashion and movie making seems to go hand in hand these days as movie premieres continuously come up with groundbreaking fashion themes and guests never disappoint.
Saleko is the jungle. Everyone does what they must to survive.
Power. 1,000,001 people willing to die.
The much-anticipated crime thriller Gangs of Lagos premieres in Lagos, a film made by critically acclaimed filmmaker Jade Oshiberu.
I like different genres, but crime thrillers I've liked since I was a child. I've loved actually since I was a child. I love Martin Scorsese, I love Quentin Tarantino. So that genre, whether it's just crime thrillers or even gangster type crime, I've been obsessed with since I was a teenager. So yeah, there was no way I wouldn't go to that. But because of the way Nollywood is structured, typically dramas and comedies are easier to make. So I started out my career with that, with what was easier to execute, and then built up the resources, the confidence to go into crime thrillers.
Saleko is the jungle. Everyone does what they must to survive. Heroes of the streets were simple. It was the best of times in Saleko, but nothing good lasts long. It's the kings that never buried alone.
I'm the man already. You
Oba.
got my man already.
Landrodi.
My man damn ready. I'm the
One day, their eyes will open to their power, and there will be no hiding place for the wicked.
Oba Bieda.
The online audience, as well as those in attendance, couldn't get enough of the fashion theme of the night, Owambe Gangster, as pictures and videos of the futurist interpretation of African attire began flooding their timeline. The Owambe Gangster is seen in various shades, tailored blazers, corsets, miniskirts, outer coats, denshiki, agbada, kaftans, pants, and much more. These style stars delivered a spectacle that would linger on. Graced by the who's who on the Lagos entertainment scene, guests step on blue carpets in various forms of the elegant African gele. Age-long fabrics like voile, damask, Ankara, and ashoke made into contemporary attires.
It was a beautiful experience for me. I mean, it's Jade Oshiberu. She never gets it wrong. And it's very rare for you to have somebody who's perfect in something. And, it was such an honor for me to have been cast in the movie. And the entire experience was something that I would do over and over again because it was so real. I keep saying this, I'm from the streets, I'm from the hood. I grew up in Igutemeta. So when I read a story that kind of took me back to my, my childhood, waking up and seeing people fighting outside, gangs breaking bottles and all that, I'm like, oh yeah, I would really love to do this. And, I can't wait for you guys to see the magic we made.
Power. 1,000,001 people willing to die for a cause they know absolutely nothing about.
Kadara, destiny. Who decides where we are born?
Shooting Gangs of Lagos was very challenging. Every day had its own scar because, it was very physical. It was physically demanding on set every day. Some days I'll get on set and my first what I do first is to roll on the floor, roll on sand, get dirty. And then even some of the stunts would have us injured after. And then even at the end of the day, you're doing physical activity back to back to back, several takes. So it's definitely challenging. So that's just the reality of what it is. But anything to get the job done, really. Gangs of Lagos was shot before Brotherhood, actually. But now it's being released after Brotherhood. It's a genre, I enjoy it. I enjoy that niche. But beyond that and before that, I've done several other projects. So yeah, for now, I would comfortably put my legs in those shoes. #1 action movie star out of Africa. So whether I'm playing the good guy, gangster, or the bad guy, or the cop, whatever it is, I will definitely shoot an action movie any day, anytime. But beyond that, put me in a rom-com. I'm still fit for it.
It was definitely very different from any character that I've ever played. But I've always been somewhat physical. I did physical theater for 5 years. So this was a muscle that has been itching, that I've been wanting to flex for a while, and have it be done in a way that I'd be proud of. So it was something I was very excited about. It's not too far from what I do, but most people don't know about that side of me. So I'm excited for people to see what I can do. And I think we're in a very interesting time because Nollywood is starting to spread its tentacles into different genres. And I personally am very excited to see what we come up with. The possibilities are limitless and endless. So yeah, fingers crossed.
It's not an easy path, definitely. So it's not as though anybody can wake up and do it. But I think if you are brave enough and you find partners who can work with you, because I didn't go on this journey by myself. As I always say that there are about 30 investors in this film. There are 30 people who I had to convince to put not just their words, but their money into backing this film. And then we had the privilege of getting Prime Video, this global massive platform, to say, yes, we also believe in this dream. And it's not an everyday thing, but I think Nollywood is heading that way where we'll see more and more filmmakers get that opportunity as well.
When I was a baby, there was a premonition that I would not only become a street king, but I would die young like my father.
Why for life? Why for life? Why is it like
Saleko is a jungle. Everyone does what they must.
Well, if you haven't seen that movie, I hope you make out time this weekend just to watch it. Well done to the cast and crew of the Gangs of Lagos.